Hey there, everyone. Welcome to your September 17th full moon reading. This is both a lunar eclipse and a super moon. So this is, we're feeling a little bit more energy than we might normally because it's the super moon, but it's not as intense as it could be because it's a partial lunar eclipse, not a full lunar eclipse. The moon is bringing in with her lots of energy this time, and it is reminding us to start looking at what it is that we want for the big picture. What do we want to see in our future? It's about breakthroughs, it's about endings, it's also about looking at what was going on in your life in 2015 to 2017, because those things might be coming up again, not for you to actually work on or heal, but to look how far you've come, or has anything changed, or what is going on with you. So that might be just give you some heads up if you're kind of feeling like a little off and you can't quite figure out what's going on. You might want to take a look at what was going on about 10 years ago when we were in this eclipse cycle of Virgo and Pisces. So what we're doing is I'm going to pull some cards today, and I will give a collective reading for this full moon that we've got. So I'm using the Moonology Messages deck from Yasmin Boland, and I pulled the first card. Sorry, I'm kind of just shuffling and looking at the cards at the same time. And we've got a second card. And what else would you like us to know, Spirit? What else would you like us to know? Okay. All right, our first card is support, moon circles. So what you're being asked is to reach out to your circle, and we don't have to have a large circle. We just need to have our circle that we can go to, that we can trust, and that you know that is going to be supportive of you and your choices and your decisions. Sometimes we just need somebody to bounce ideas off, not necessarily get advice from, but we're being asked to just find your circle. And maybe it's time to get a new circle. Maybe it's time to look at, you know, what's working in your relationships and what's not. That's what's also coming up with this full moon. Our second card we have is Embrace Uncertainty, and it's moonlit. And what we're seeing right now is just a lot of things going on that we're not sure of. We're uncertain of how we need to move forward in the world currently, and what's going on for us, and how we want to be in the world. And so take this time with this full moon, because I'm going to be releasing this before Tuesday, and really sit with yourself quietly. Find that time and really decide what it is that you really want to go moving forward. We don't have to know all the details. We just need to know where we want to go with that information, right? And then the last card that we have is the Moon Mastery, the law of attraction. And what that is when we start to focus on what we want, then we're going to attract to us exactly the people, the situations, the circumstances, and the things that we're going to need moving forward. So if you're looking at starting, you know, a new business or doing a career change or things like that, how do you find that support that's going to help you, to encourage you to take those steps? Where are you going to find that? Accountability kind of sounds like a heavy word. I was talking to someone about that last night, so I like to use the word support, and here we have that card coming up. Who is your support system? Who can you bounce ideas off of, right? And then when we're gonna, come back to the uncertainty, when we get confused or unsure of where our next step is, that's where we have to sit quietly and listen to our hearts. Our brains get too logical sometimes, so we have to really sit with our heart on that one. And then when we do, we get to master that, right? We attract what it is that we want to ourselves. We don't want to put so much pressure and so much stress on a situation or a job or a career change or things like that to rescue us, if you will. So we want to do these things and create that for ourselves moving forward. So take that time that you need, find that ability to sit quietly, and maybe you have to just go out and sit in your car by yourself or something. Get that 5 minutes to yourself, or even longer if you can, and attract what you're wanting in your life for this next phase that we're going through. This eclipse cycle is going to last until February of 2027. So just remember, it's going to take some time, and we need to be patient, because it's about the Virgo energy and the Pisces energy, because they're opposites of each other on the astrological chart. And Pisces about feeling and emotions and water, and Virgo is an earth sign. So it's going to be a little more contemplative, a little more planned out, so that you can take those next steps. So I hope you enjoy this, and we'll chat with you soon.